There we go. All right. And I would like to welcome Raj Ayyar, who will be speaking with us today about the paradoxes and dance of Shiva, all the way from India. Raj, thank you so much for speaking with us. I'll take that down a second.
Thank you, Beth. Can everyone hear me and see me live? Hello? That was an awesome silence, but can we have some words?
Yes. Yes, we hear you.
Okay. All right. Very good. You can see me as well. So that's good. I'd like to start off by wishing each of you and all of you a very happy World Laughter Day. Today is World Laughter Day. And so let's find something to laugh about, something that lessens the stress, something that makes us feel good, something that actually reminds us of the eternal absurdity of life in its many progressions. I would also like to wish all of my pagan you friends a very happy Beltane. I wish I were in Brevard dancing around the maypole. That's a treat that I've missed for many years, but it's something that I've always enjoyed because it is such a profound summer celebration of life. And you know, it's ithyphallic, it's very Shaivite, very connected with Shiva in an archetypal sense. It's also a celebration that blows away the cobwebs, blows away the blues, and I've always enjoyed it. Yeah. So good luck, Beth. I hope you and all the other neo-pagans enjoy yourselves tonight. Think of me while I'm there. I'll be dancing there in spirit. Now, Shiva is not a binary god. Anyone who actually encounters the archetype of Shiva realizes this from the word get-go. He is a neither nor figure in Hinduism, not a binary either or. And this makes him a little difficult to deal with because we are so used to binary thinking. And thanks to the digital age, we are even more so into binarism. But here we need to leave all binarism behind. Shiva is a god that straddles borders and boundaries because he is not binary. He is what the cultural anthropologist Victor Turner calls liminal. And by that, I mean someone who straddles boundaries, someone who crosses borders effortlessly, someone who's between and beyond good and evil, love and hate, joy and sorrow, youth and old age, perfect masculinity and androgyny. The list goes on and on and on. Shiva is the god of destructuring, not destroying. That is a common error in translation. A god that pulls down old structures, structures that were once created by Brahma, sustained by Vishnu, and now they've reached their, they have reached their point of wornness, they have reached their point of exhaustion, and it is time for them to be replaced by a new structure. So he is the destructurer. I would say that Shiva, aside from destructuring and so forth, has a number of paradoxes associated with him. A god who is non-binary is of necessity paradoxical. He is the god of the erect phallus. who is actually worshipped as the lingam. And the lingam is bathed with milk, symbolic of semen. And yet he is the cosmic androgyne, Ardhanarishvara, half male, half female. He exudes married fulfillment, and yet he is bisexual. And he makes love to Vishnu in his male form, in his drag form of Mohini. And out of that union comes Harihara Putra, the androgynous one, the son of Shiva and Vishnu, two male gods. So as we're talking about gay rights in Florida, let's remember that the history of gay rights goes back to many, many texts. We would never have dreamt of finding references to gayness in ancient Hinduism, but there it is. And if you read Ruth Vanita and Salim Kidwai, two scholars who have done an excellent job of putting together ancient texts to show that same-sex love was prevalent and widely celebrated in ancient India. The book is called Same-Sex Love in India by Ruth Vanita and Salim Kidwai. So you might want to get your hooks into that. It is a very good resource book and a very good book to confront and challenge those who say that gayness is a very recent invention, that it was just put together after Stonewall. Nothing of the kind. It goes back thousands of years. And this is just one example in ancient Hinduism. Shiva is the eternally youthful innocent, Bholena. And yet he is the fearsome Bhairava, the old one, the terrifying old one, Bhairava, the principle of time. He is Dakshinamurti, teaching sages through silence, a young boy teaching sages through silence, in spite of being the ancient Bhairava. So you have all kinds of paradoxical manifestations of Shiva, more than of any other Hindu god, which is why I claim that Shiva is a pointer to the Brahman. Now, who or what is the Brahman? The Brahman is the ultimate in Hinduism. The Brahman is not a god. The Brahman is not a goddess. The Brahman is not a godling. The Brahman is the ultimate beyond name, beyond form, beyond gender, beyond sex, beyond religion. And so this formless form, or this ultimately no thing form, is what Shiva is. And so the symbolism of Shiva really points to the Nirguna, Nirakara, Anirvachaniya Brahman, the Brahman who is beyond words, beyond gender, beyond sound, beyond all that is. And the Brahman is the ultimate in Hinduism. You've got this panoply of gods and goddesses, but they are just on the surface. In the ultimate sense, Hinduism is not about them. Hinduism is really about the ultimate one, the ineffable Brahman. But the ineffable Brahman manifests in multiple forms and in multiple ways. And we need to address that paradox as well. So here is this Brahman that is beyond all name and form. And yet this Brahman manifests in multiple ways. So how do we make sense? How do we wrap our lives around this paradox? In a sense, Shivaite Hinduism is really all about that paradox. Any questions or comments? Because I know that with this feisty bunch, you're not going to let me alone. You're going to have questions for me. You're going to have comments for me. So let's go ahead and then I can add a few things to what I've said.